Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also a bell beside that subscribe button, and I always recommend that you press it. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you that I just uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be all set. Also, right underneath the video there is a thumbs up area. If you guys are enjoying my content, please take a second to go down underneath and press that thumbs up. It'll turn blue, the number will increase, and this way you're helping me grow on the YouTube platform simply by doing that thumbs up. So I'm thanking you in advance for doing that for me if you're enjoying my content. Okay, today is a video that I'm always hesitant to do, but I think it's important that as excited as I get over the boxes that I receive, sometimes I do get disappointed. And I always share that with you guys too, but I always seem to find no matter what in a box, there's always at least a couple of items that save the box for me, and it ends up paying for itself. But this time, I wanted to share this with you because I wanted you to know it was a little bit weird how you cancel and why I canceled and things like that, because you're not going to be seeing it on my channel, maybe in the future, but right now it's not on my channel anymore. As you know, I'm very loyal to the boxes that I get, and with BoxyCharm and with Ipsy, their companies have grown so much, because when I started with Ipsy, it started with just that 12, or then it was a $10 bag. And then with BoxyCharm, when it started, it was just that $25 box. So those were the two that I started with, and my channel was more about, you know, finding out about the drugstore products and going to ULTA and all these things that were new to me by me moving into the United States. I always traveled through, and I've always traveled the world. That was never, you know, me not understanding or knowing. But when you live in an area, you get to really enjoy a lot of the perks, like the bonus points, or, you know, the ULTA points and things like that. And in Canada, we didn't have ULTA, so it wasn't like you can cross it over. Sephora was different. But like I said, so my whole world of that changed when I decided and was able to move here, which is a whole process to move here full time. So what ended up happening is I started, like I said, very small with the boxes. At that time, excuse me, the Target beauty boxes were still around, so that was easy. The Sephora Play was still around, so that was easy. They were like $10 or $7. And then I started to go into the true subscription box companies, and I started with Ipsy. And then when BoxyCharm came out with the full size, I said, wow, for $25 to try all these items, I thought it was great. Then those companies started to grow, so I started to grow with them. So I got the Ipsy Plus, I got the Ipsy Ultimates. I'm going to be getting the Glam X. With BoxyCharm, I get all of them, plus some of them I get two of, like 2 base, 2 premium, as well as the Luxe. And then when he used to do special edition boxes, I did that too. But I kept seeing commercials for this FAB FIT FUN to a point that it was, I had to check this out. And I was very confused within the first, when I signed up for it, because I tried to go through somebody's link that somebody had where they promised, you know, $10 off. But with those links, you only get it when you're buying a season. They don't, those links and those discounts don't work when you go for the whole year. And the reason I chose to go for the whole year was it changed a lot with what you got access to. So with FAB FIT FUN, if you just do seasonal, you only get 3 choices, and you only get to choose after all the annuals and after all the add-ons have been picked and chosen. The FAB FIT FUN customer is one that it's supposed to be more lifestyle than beauty and things like that, but it is more. It is more lifestyle than beauty and skincare. And their add-ons that they do, they have edit sales. They just have sales all the time. So the first year, it was really me getting my feet wet to understand it, because I found it to be a little confusing. And then as I was learning it, I was doing videos to share with you guys, so that you guys, if you felt like I did, that you guys would understand it better as well. And then I found some tricks of how to, you know, filter and things like that, and I shared that with you guys as well. So that was the first year. So out of the first year, majority of the boxes I really enjoyed, but like I said, I was getting my feet wet understanding how it all worked, because a lot of times they give you a customization choice and then you choose one, and then they'll give you for an additional, you know, $15 or $7, you can choose more and more. And when I first started, what got me was they were showing sunglasses from a company called Quay. And I always wanted to try those sunglasses. So that for itself paid for the box. And when you do it annually, I think it goes, instead of $50, it goes to like $45. So those sunglasses I knew were way more than $45. So I knew even if everything else in the box was no good. But like I said, I ended up signing for the whole year, you know, so it's close to $200, and it's in one lump sum. And then if the next boxes are, you know, not what you like, you're kind of stuck. But the benefit of joining for the year, still, if I was ever to go back, I probably would still do a whole year, because like I said, you get first crack at choice and you get first crack at add-ons and things like that. But when FAB FIT FUN was around, and the reason I'm telling you the whole BoxyCharm story is BoxyCharm didn't have Boxy Luxe and Boxy add-ons and Boxy pop-up. And the deals that I'm getting through BoxyCharm are the best deals I've ever seen anywhere. So I wasn't buying add-ons on the FAB FIT FUN at all. So if the items that they were choosing for me to choose weren't, you know, exciting to me, then I felt I was throwing away that $45, $50. So I signed up for the second season because I felt, okay, now I know how it works and I'm going to, you know, really, really get this. And a couple of the girls that I follow are so FAB FIT FUN, they enjoy it so much. It's almost like I feel like, what am I missing out? Because I don't get it. I just don't get it. Then a couple of them, you know, mentioned the mystery box. So I tried the mystery bag. My mystery bag was a complete dud. I shared that with you guys here too. So for some reason, FAB FIT FUN has, for me, gone from being, you know, something I couldn't wait to try to, I really didn't enjoy my last box at all. And then my renewal was coming up for it would be my third year, and it comes up in February. So I said to myself, I'm going to look at the spoilers, because one thing good about FAB FIT FUN is they have a YouTube channel and they share the spoilers. And then a couple of the girls share the spoilers too, and they might give you their take because maybe they've tried some of the products, because a lot of them have been with FAB FIT FUN for a long time, and FAB FIT FUN seems to repeat some products, and some channels do what they call research. They go and look to see what the reviews are with other people and things like that. So I always watch the FAB FIT FUN YouTube channel first, because they're the first ones to get it out, and then later on the girls will catch it, also watch it, and then they'll refilm something, hopefully with a little bit more information on it, and I try to watch a couple of those as well. But this season is for spring of 2020, and each tier got worse. So I said to myself, there was maybe one item that maybe I wanted, but I really didn't need. And then I said, you know what? I'm trying to like it, and I just can't get there. So if you're enjoying FAB FIT FUN, that's great. Then that box works for you. And there's so many boxes out there that you have the opportunity to try. And like I said, I could not wait to get my feet into the FAB FIT FUN world, because like I said, they had so much going on. But where I'm finding that I'm getting the real bang for my buck and the products that I really get to enjoy is through the Ipsy BoxyCharm world. So I just want to share a couple of things about the cancellation, and then a couple of the things that I wrote down here that I wanted to share with you. And then if you're still getting the FAB FIT FUN, and maybe you're also within that year, you know, or you chose to get it, that's great. I would love to know what you chose for yourself. And I also feel that maybe age has something to do with it too, because a lot of the FAB FIT FUN girls that, you know, do the videos and stuff, they're a lot younger and they're starting out. So maybe it's their first apartment, so they need a vase and they need coasters and they need those type of items. I've already done that. You know, this is not my first home. And so all those things that they're offering really just didn't fit for me right now. So I don't know what was in which category, but I did write down a couple of things, more than a couple, so that you guys would know what some of the options were and that I really didn't know what to choose. The first thing that they started to show were MAC lipsticks. MAC lipsticks I get from BoxyCharm for $4 in the Boxy add-ons, and I have now a drawer full. Then they showed an exercise ball with some ropes. Then they showed a bento lunchbox, which they have shown a million times. Then they showed, and every theme for this month seemed to be daisies for them. They had a duffel bag with daisies on it. Then they had some makeup brushes that we all have had time and time again already from Ipsy. Josie Moran Argan Oil I have used for about 10 years now. And then they showed some slippers, which would have been what I chose because there was nothing else, but they looked really cool. But the price that they said the retail of it was crazy. And then they had a daily planner. Then they also had a bucket hat, which was like a canvas bucket hat that had daisies on one side and a white on the other, and they said it was reversible. If you're like me, if you've ever worn any, even just a ball cap that's in white, the makeup line and things that end up on the white side, if you wouldn't be able to reverse it. And I think they said the value of that was like $50, which was crazy. Then they had some woven coasters. They had a ring that had an opening in the back that they said you can spread it a little bit, and it was for sizes 6 to 8. It almost looked like if you ever bought a toe ring, they had like that type of back to it. Anyways, then they showed an eye cream that was already one that I've enjoyed in an Ipsy box. So these are all, you know, the eye cream is definitely one that I would recommend. It is a good one. Then they had something from Dr. Perricone, another really good brand. Then they had an LED indoor planter. Then they had a UV sanitizer that you could put your phone in. Then they had 3 packing cubes. I've had packing cubes also for like 20 years. Then they showed a small acrylic makeup organizer. And if anybody has a countertop, all of us, I'm sure, have already had one that looked exactly like the one that they showed. And you can use it like on an office desk too. It doesn't have to just be for makeup. Then they had a cleanser from HAAVA, Ahava, which is a brand that I really, really enjoy. I've used their cleanser and recommend it, but I've already gotten it from Ipsy. Then they had an Erno Laszlo soap that I just received in an Allure box. Then they had some hair scarves. And last month too, they had a scarf that they said the retail value of it was insane. It didn't even compare to the pashmina scarves that we're showing you. I'm even wearing one today. On Improving Lifestyles. Actually, these are on sale right now for $14.99. And trust me, they could retail for the price that they're saying theirs retails for. It's just you have a connection because of me. So if you're interested in these scarves and I have a choice of a pink, a white, a gray, and a tan one, you just go to the accessories section on improvinglifestyles.com and you can grab it. Or you can grab the whole True Wants Needed bag that has one of these scarves. If we just don't, you can tell us what color, and that whole bag that has 4 items is $18.99. Then they had a repeat for an Elemis product, and then they had something that was from Grown Alchemist, which is a really, really good line, but now it's available on BoxyCharm, and I was able to stock up on a lot of those at a really fantastic price on the BoxyCharm add-ons. So then they started going through some of the items that were going to be on the other sections, and they had a pure illuminating liquid illuminator, which is something that I don't enjoy, even though I enjoy the pure line. I've gotten so many of these liquid illuminators already that I rarely use them. Then they came out with a market tote that was a woven market tote. Then they showed, and this is when I said I'm out of here, floss. They were showing a package of 3 flosses. Then the last thing was a tweezer in a little, it had a little travel pouch for it. And I said, I'm done. So I said, okay, I got to go on to see how I can cancel, because now it's getting close to the end of January and I want to make sure that I'm canceled before next month. So they have on the homepage where you go all the way to the bottom and you choose to cancel. And then it says, do you really want to cancel? You're an annual, you can skip a month. And I never knew you can skip. But because it was an annual, I didn't want to skip a month and still be charged my annual, and then I would be stuck for 5 months. I didn't know how it worked, and I'm getting too close to the deadline date. And I said, you know what? It's just as easy to sign up, and they have so many deals when you're signing up, better than if you're part of it and you just keep going. So I said, no, thank you very much. I felt like I was in, years ago, I went to, I think we were in Puerto Rico. We were a bunch of us, and we were on the beach, and somebody came through with these timeshare things, and they gave you certificates for like dinner at a really fancy restaurant or something, that if you just went to this timeshare thing, and we all said, why not? We were like a whole group of us. So we went. But every time you said no, they put you in another room and put you in another room and put you in another room until you finally said, we're not interested. We're not going to buy it. Please let us out of here. So it was like, we just came for the certificate type thing. So anyways, that's how I felt. Like every time I said no, they gave me a different option of why it's no, you know, and then you can skip the season. I told you about my renewal, and then you need to answer a bunch of questions, and they keep asking you if you want to stay, if you want to stay, if you want to stay. And finally, I got through all of those, and I got, you know, confirmation via email that it's canceled. So it didn't leave me with a great feeling. And like I said, maybe my hopes were too strong for it, but please tell me if you're part of it, if you know you're in that year, and like if this was last season, I would have had to choose something from here, and I really did not know what to choose. You know, and I know some girls that you know get 2 boxes of these, you know, because their choices are so great to them that they ended up buying a second box because they were doing too many add-ons and it was cheaper for them to get a second box. So like I said, there's a lot of boxes out there that everybody enjoys. I just wanted you to know why I chose not to renew. And please share with me in the comments if you do get FabFitFun. If you are getting this season, I'd love to know which products you're choosing for yourself. And that's it. So like I said, I always want to be honest with you guys with what, you know, I'm choosing to share with you, be it if it's a new box that I find, or if it's a new product that I find, or if there's a deal that's out there, or it's boxes that I really, really recommend. And for me, the Ipsy and the BoxyCharm and the shop fashion stuff for me are true winners. I'm on the fence right now with Allure, but I'm already locked in for that whole year. So I'll have to make that decision, you know, when that comes up, like I did for FabFitFun. But please share with me in the comments down below your thoughts. I would love to know how you feel about that. And that's it for now. All right. As always, you know how much I appreciate that you guys take any time out of your day, that you choose to spend it with me here. So thank you. But more importantly, during this time, I want to make sure that everybody continues to stay safe and stay well. And I'll see you all soon in my next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.